Hi and welcome to another Gamers. The game today we're going to review is Steel Storm as part of the IndieFort Bundle. More details about the game and the developers can be found in the description below. Okay, let's get started. Now, you start off in the main menu of the game and you can see there's multiple options. We've got profile, control, system and language. Now, system is fairly extensive. This allows you to change the resolution of the game all the way down to mere 320 by 200, all the way up to 1366 by 768. So it gives quite a full range. And other options include full screen and windowed mode, VSync if you want to try and keep the refresh rate the same, and also able to mess around with the brightness and other little detail options within the game. I'm keeping this on quite low settings so I can get the smoothest possible recording for this. Control. This just shows you through how to move your spaceship and also allows you to reconfigure all your keys at the same time. And profile allows you to set up different profiles for your game where you might want to have different difficulties from one to another. Different people might want to play on your same machine and don't want to override anybody else's setup. You can play around with the ship's coloration and hue, and as you can see, so there's a few options which you can do there. Okay, as you can see, there's a single player option, multiplayer option, and also a game editor. But what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the single player for this. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to start off on the training course and have a look at that. Now, the training course is split up into 3 sections. We're just going to start off with the first one. The primary objective of this mission is to destroy all enemies inside. Secondary objectives include destroying the cooling tower past the force fields and escaping with the Stormplow weapon. One bit to note is just between loading up levels, the game does take a little while to load. And here we go. The game's starting to load up. And it just goes briefly over the objectives again, just in case you've forgotten, and kicks you into the main game. Now, as you can see, I'm using the mouse to rotate the screen. I can use the WASD keys to move my ship. As you can see, that was me shooting. So, we got our first 2 kills, and if you notice some of the details in the background, like these flashing crates, you are able to destroy. And sometimes within these crates you can find objects. Now this particular spinning spanner heals me, so if I had taken any damage, it would restore my health all the way back up to full. Now, one of the bits you can see about the graphics is it takes a style along the cell shading, so the graphics, no matter how they are and what resolution, actually look relatively fresh. And this also means that the game shouldn't deal with aging too much in the long run because of its stylistic nature. And let's just go around, blow up a few more of these. Now you see down here, let's deal with these guys first. Okay, we got those out of the way. Now, as you can see down here, you've got a little drop that looks like your ship. If you were to have lost a life, you can gain the extra life, but with full lives, it counts as a score bone. Now, here we go. As you can see also in the bottom right corner, along with our score, we also have a time bonus that's slowly ticking away. The longer we're to take, the lower that score gets. I'm just going to see if there's anything else left that we can pick up. It doesn't look like there's much in this area, but there is another set just here where you can score points. We have the points there. Now, as you can see up ahead, we've got this barrier. We're unable to proceed through this barrier, so it's telling us you must find a way to open up this force field. So we'll have a little look around, see if there's anything in the immediate area, which seems obvious. Now, behind these barrels and crates, you can see this little pad just on the floor. If we were to fly over it, it'll activate. As you can see, the force field goes down. This allows us to proceed to the next area. Took a minor bit of damage there. Now, as you saw there, I managed to get a double kill, then a triple kill. If you're able to kill enemies in rapid succession, you get score bonuses, and these score bonuses help you rack up a higher score. Just slowly get out there. Now, as you saw, as I just defeated all the enemies in the area, it unlocked this bit, which is a little bonus section. You don't have to often destroy all the enemies in an area to move on to the next stage. Now, here we go. As you can see, we've got a little drop there. It's a new star which we haven't seen before. This is the additional weapon that we can pick up. So we'll just defeat that. Grab hold of this, and you see there, little cooling. This is the cooling towers. So we just slap in with our new weapon, which fires automatically, and there we go. It's destroyed. And also it drops a couple of these crystals, which adds additional bonus score. Now we just got to try and get through and defeat these enemies. And we've completed the secondary objective, destroying all enemies inside. Now what we could do is we could quickly rush to try and get the additional time bonus, or just quickly go through and destroy the rest of these barrels, see if there's any drops that we've missed, which might allow us to get a score bonus, but there isn't. So what we're going to do is go through and complete this training level. As you can see, just here, I have played this before under another profile. On this one, I've gained a higher score. I had a much higher accuracy, and though whilst I didn't get quite as high a time bonus, overall I did better. Okay, we'll go back to the mission list. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to head back into the game, but this time we're actually going to do one of the actual levels. Now, we're probably not going to get all the way through this, because I'm probably going to die, because I've only played this a handful of times, but let's just take a quick look. We'll start off in Chapter 1. Chapter 1, we need to retrieve the access codes for the heavy tank. Aha, here we go. And so it's telling us the objectives again. Let's get straight on into the level. Immediately you can see that we've got our extra pickup. We've got some destructible stuff in the area. Now, can we destroy these? And is it worth destroying these? I have no idea. Now, there's something over here which I've not seen before. It looks like we need to have different weapons. Ah, it's purchases. Miniguns and Stormplow. Oh look, it shows you all the different weapons that you can pick up. But it looks like we haven't found some of the others. So there's nothing much we can do here. We'll just go through and make sure that we destroyed everything. There's not something that we've left behind. Because I do know that if things get a little bit hairy, we're going to be in trouble. I'm going to leave those extra lives back there because we might have need of them. Let's start getting into the action. Oh, they're spawning in. Gotta watch that. I'm taking a little bit of damage. Now, one of the bits is if you start taking damage, the outside of the edge of the screen starts turning red, so it gives a little visual representation to show you how badly damaged your ship is. But sometimes, due to the speed of it, you don't always notice straight away, so you've got to pay careful attention to the very edges of the screen. Ooh. Ah! Apparently when I stepped over that the first time, oh dear, and it's just, hang on a second, there's a lot of enemies starting to spawn in. Let's just go straight for these, because we're going to need them. Try and keep out. Can you see those little red flashes each time as I get hit? Now, we are starting to take a bit of damage. I'll make sure we're not too bad. It looks like another bit spawned way right at the back. I think we finally got rid of them all. So we can now go over this, deactivate that, and proceed to the next area. Ooh. So I kind of walked into that one. And as you can see, even while you're playing the level, bad guys can kind of warp in. So even there's nothing behind you, that doesn't mean there's going to be nothing behind you for long. Now, it does give you a few seconds warning that somebody's coming in with the animation, so you need to pay attention both ahead of you and behind you at all times. Now, as we come up, we can see we've got some additional weapon drops that we can pick up here. And we've picked up the flat gun. And the minigun. So that's the flat gun. I'll just defeat these particular ones out of the way. We're a little bit damaged because that red is sustaining and it's not going anywhere. So we're going to have to look at getting ourselves some repair. I think there was some back here. Oh, now that's not seen that one before. An orange. 5,000 points, and I think it gave us a whole extra life on top, even though we had normally maxed out. Now, see that red silhouette around the screen? It's gone down. Grab this one. It's gone down even further. Just see if grabbing that managed to do anything. Nope, nothing there. Okay, so we'll carry on the level. We'll head back to where we were. So, that's the flat gun. We'll give this a try out for a little while. There we go, we just repaired up our ship a little bit more. It also looks like there's another storm plow pickup, which we've got at the moment, so we don't have to worry about that. Looks like the weapons themselves don't boost, and you pick the weapon that's most suitable. Okay, we'll just try and get through this section. These weapons seem to work quite well. Oh, we did get ourselves a little silly there and got a little beaten up. Gotta say, this particular weapon packs quite a punch. Oh, didn't quite avoid that shot. Should have got back a little bit further. And it does look like there is something helping us out there, but we'll see if that's actually going to harm us or if it's targeting everything. Well, these weapons seem to be actually helping us. It's good to know that on certain sections of levels we can actually have some friendly help. And there we go. Hidden in one of those, we can find some health. What we're going to do, we're going to go straight out to the exit and complete the level. Ah, we've been barred, so we've got to find something that's going to drop that. I suspect we might find it somewhere in this direction. It's really not trying to help us get out of this. Whoa, missiles! That is not good. We'll just use the barrier and hide behind it. Okay. And managed to get destroyed as it flew through the ship. Okay. Well, this has been Steel Storm. It's quite an interesting little game. Not personally my style of game, but that shouldn't discourage you. For what it's designed as a top-down action shooting, this game has been designed very well. I think the graphics are going to hold up for quite some time because of the cel shading effects they've put into the game. And it's definitely worth a look, especially at the price you can get it within the Indie Bundle. Okay, hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.